Check, 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 check. And now, Mike's thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've had about enough. We have had about enough of this whole YouTube TV versus Disney saga that's happening out. How in the world in 2025 are the, with this cutting edge technology, this cutting edge streaming technology that they brag about, but the $2 billion companies still haven't yet to put their stuff together enough to keep channels running? This isn't 2009 anymore. This isn't about back alley cable provider with a dude running a switchboard. This is YouTube TV and Disney, giants, titans, companies that will never stop telling us how seamless and premier their experience is. And until they get into another money fight, and guess who gets screwed? Us, the paying customers. I'm afraid, and I'm tired of being this leverage piece. I'm tired of being held hostage to this corporate slap fist. And YouTube points at Disney. Disney points at YouTube, and the rest of us, we're sitting here staring at blank screens, hoping that we can catch the Dallas Cowboys game versus the Las Vegas Raiders game on Monday. 3 Monday Night Football games in a row now that we won't be able to see because Disney and YouTube TV. If anything, they'll probably raise it the next month to offset the operational costs. The cost is going to go up either way. And I'll tell you what, operational cost is your inability to put pride aside and sign a contract so people can actually watch services that they pay for. The worst part about this whole situation is the middle of NFL football season. We want to watch football. We need to watch football. Give us a little bit of football. That's all we ask. Cue that intro.
Are you ready for the best damn
NFL show on the planet?
Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You know on the beat every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Starts like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live, all 3 speaks go. The dog, no LA, we
And what is guys, welcome to Man Hour NFL Talk, your go-to spot for loud, raw, uncut NFL talk. I'm so glad you are rolling with us today. Before we jump into today's guys' show, head over to manhourradio.com. That's where you find all the exclusive merchandise, check out the fresh blogs, and everything that's happening with the Man Hour show. So if you're rocking the Man Hour, guys, that is a spot to rep it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the share button, of course, subscribe as well. So you never miss a live the show. That's his easiest way to stay plugged in with us. But if you want the full Man Hour experience, if you want free entry into the weekly NFL pick'ems, if you want giveaways, exclusive merchandise, and bonus live streams that only the Picks and Punnets guys get, become a Picks and Punnet. That is our next level access. That is where you get the free entry, the giveaways, the exclusive merchandise, and bonus live stream that only the Picks and Punnets get. So join the squad today. Guys, remember, this is a live after show. So comment down below, drop your thoughts, drop your opinions, but most importantly, drop your hottest of the hottest takes down in the comments down below, because I want to hear from you. Two things I do not want to hear from you today is I do not want to hear the score of the Patriots-Jets game. I do not want to know what's going on. I got the game on pause, and when the game is over, I am going to go back there and watch it just like you guys all do. But this is live, raw, uncut NFL talk. So guys, buckle up, because we are about to get in today's show. And we need to talk about the man, the myth, the legend. We need to talk about a guy that has been on cloud 9 for a very, very long time. But the guy that is no longer that guy anymore, and it's the one and only Cooper Kupp. Guys, Man Hour Nation, let's talk about this week's matchup between the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And more specifically, Cooper Kupp, because this game marks his first time facing his old team. Now, I know the headlines are calling it Kupp's return to LA, but let's just be flat out honest here. This isn't some revenge game. This is not some legacy-defining moment. In fact, the truth is very, very simple. Cooper Kupp is not that guy anymore. Cooper Kupp is saying all the right things this week. We get it. It's just another game. You can't make it out of yourself. I love those guys, whatever. He's keeping it classy. That's veteran talk. That's what you expect from a player who's been around and understands how to handle the media. But let's not kid ourselves. The reason he's not making it about himself because there's nothing to make anymore about himself. He's not the focal point of the Seattle Seahawks offense. He's not even the number 2 guy in Seattle. Heck, he may not even be the number 3 option on that offense. You got Jackson Smith-Njigba, who is clearly the number 1 receiver. Then it's the rotation of guys like Jack Bobo, D. Eskridge, and the newly acquired Shaneed. Now, Cooper Kupp has simply become an afterthought in Seattle. Let's not forget who this guy was back in 2021, though, however. Cooper Kupp was that dude. Triple Crown winner. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, 16 touchdowns, and then he capped it off with the Super Bowl MVP performance. That's legendary stuff. That's him, baby! But since that moment, injuries and age have caught up to him very, very fast. He has played just 33 games over the last 3 seasons. And this year in Seattle, he's got 26 catches for 367 yards and just 1 touchdown in 8 games. And if you didn't know that stat already, I wouldn't blame you. Because most of the NFL fans barely realize he's even on Seattle. Heck, I talked to a few Seattle fans today in our trash talk groups, and you know what they said? Oh, I forgot he was even on our team. That tells you everything that you need to go. Simply put, guys, the Rams let him go for a reason. The Rams decided to move on from Cooper Kupp back in March because for a reason. It wasn't emotional, it was logical. They tried to trade him, they couldn't get much interest, and eventually they just flat out released him. Why? Because they saw what the rest of the league sees now. Kupp doesn't have the same burst, the same separation, and the same ability to take games over like he once did. You cannot pay a guy $45 million for subpar play. Sean McVay had all the right things to say this week as well. Cooper Kupp's a special human being. He elevates people in the building, and I believed him. You can tell me that the Rams are happy of where they at. They've got Devontae Adams. They got Puka Nacua. They got the youth, and they got the new offense in a new direction. Cooper Kupp's chapter in LA is over, and honestly, it ended exactly the way it should have. Now, Kupp is trying to be humble about this matchup, and I respect that. He said, you can make this game about yourself. I got too much of a team sport. And he is exactly right. But let's call it like it is. He's not able to make this game about himself because it's not the difference maker anymore. Nobody knows he's even on the team anymore. Let's just be flat out honest about it. Because at the end of the day, we are going to try to do something, and it's not going to work. Imagine that. But the Seahawks team runs through their defense. The Seahawks team runs through their young defensive stars. The Seattle Seahawks run through Sam Darnold. Cooper Kupp is a depth piece at best, a role player at best, a veteran voice in the locker room at best. He's fine. He's professional, and he's no longer the guy who keeps the defensive coordinators awake at night. When he faces his old team on Sunday, sure, there will be some hugs before the game, a few handshakes, but after the game, maybe a respectful clap for the Rams crowd, but that's about it. No drama, no fireworks, no revenge game. Because the truth is, guys, the Rams have already moved on. And the Seahawks, they barely notice as he has arrived. Guys, Cooper Kupp's story is one of the greatness that's now fading quietly into the background. He had his moment in the sun, and it was a bright one, but that moment is long, long gone. He's now a veteran trying to hang on, trying to stay healthy, trying to contribute in a young, fast, evolving offense that doesn't revolve around him anymore. So yeah, he's right. This game on Sunday is not about him because it can't be. Guys, Cooper Kupp isn't a starter anymore. He's not a number 1, he's not a number 2, and he's barely a number 3 on the Seattle Seahawks team that's moved into a new generation. The Rams knew when it was time to let him go, and it's starting to show why. But man, our nation, do you guys think Cooper Kupp will have a great game versus his former team, or will it just be overlooked in the stat sheet come Sunday? Guys, this is a live interactive show, so comment down below, and I want to hear your thoughts. But remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and remember, we are live Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time. Who is going to even win that game, by the way? I mean, honestly, it should be a great game. Seahawks versus the Rams. The winner gets the number 1 overall seed in the NFC West outright. Who has got it? Who's got it? But you know who else doesn't have a top seed in their respective division? That's the Buffalo Bills. Man, our nation, let's talk about those Buffalo Bills, because right now this team is a walking identity crisis. Everybody, and I mean everybody, is pointing fingers. It's Josh Allen's fault. It's Ken Dorsey's play calling. It's the receivers. It's coaching. It's a matter of Ken Dorsey's not even there anymore. I don't know. It's Brady, isn't he? My bad. And you know what? I'm done with all the noise. Guys, the truth is simple. The Bills just need to nut up and play some fucking football at the end of the day. It's time to put up or shut up. Gabe Davis said it himself this week. We all as a collective forgot how hard it is to win. Yeah, Gabe Davis is back on the Buffalo Bills. He hasn't played it down yet. He's back on the Buffalo Bills. But he speaking the truth. We, as in the Buffalo Bills, all collectively forgot how hard it is to win in the NFL. And that is right where there says it all. The Buffalo Bills isn't being Buffalo anymore. The Buffalo Bills right now are not the Buffalo Bills that we've come to love and enjoy. They've become comfortable, complacent, and do I dare say it, entitled. This was a team that started the year talking about 17-0, 20-0, Super Bowl locks, and all that noise. They were they were reading their own press clippings, believing their own hype, and now they've been punched in the mouth. They've been punched in the mouth and punched in the mouth, and they got punched in the mouth again. And now they don't know how to respond. They needed this losing streak. They needed this adversity because of all this we're unstoppable talk has nothing but hot air. Guys, let's talk the numbers because the stats do not lie here. The Buffalo Bills are 12th in the league in passing yards per game at 231. That's not bad. That's not bad, but it's not where we've come to expect this team. We expect them to be top 5. Hell, the best team in the NFL. They become the team that leads on tight ends and the run game, which, by the way, it's fine if you're winning. But that identity doesn't fit the swagger Buffalo has built over the years. Their top receivers, Shakir. 45 catches, 457 yards. Second, Keenan Coleman. 32 catches, 330 yards. That's it. No explosiveness, no fear factor. The days of Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis stretching the field is long, long gone. The long days of Stephon Diggs torching the defense are long, long gone. And now it's a dink and dunk and hope James Cook breaks a big run and pray Josh Allen doesn't force something stupid. Speaking of Josh Allen, I do love that guy. Love me some Josh Allen. I think he is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL football right now. But let's just be honest. The turnovers, the bad decision, the hero ball, it's killing them. It is ridiculous. Every time we see Josh Allen trying to put on the Superman cape this season, it is absolutely ridiculous. He's pressing way too hard because he doesn't trust what's around him. Now, Gabe Davis isn't wrong, but he needs to shut the hell up. Like legit. Gabe Davis hasn't played a game yet this season. He has been out there calling the team and saying they've lost focus and this and here is the thing. He's not wrong, but he does not have the role, the ability to speak out right now. He's right that the Buffalo Bills have forgotten how hard it is to win. He's right that they've gotten away from playing their brand of football. But come on, Gabe. You've been sitting on the sidelines all year long. This is not the time to be giving out public pep talks. Sit down, shut up, and know your role, jabroni. But the message is right. But the message is off. This message needs to be coming from James Cook. It needs to be coming from Josh Allen. It needs to be coming from somebody on the defense. It does not need to be coming from Gabe Davis. But let's give the Buffalo Bills a little bit credit. Let's give them a little bit credit, baby. Because James Cook, he has been a beast. He's second in the NFL in rushing behind JT, averaging 80 yards per game. The Buffalo Bills are rushing at 153 yards per game. That's their best since Josh Allen was drafted. That's the one thing that's been actually working. The offensive line is opening holes, Cook is finding space, and they've shown that they control the clock when they commit to it. But you cannot live and die off that alone in the modern NFL. Eventually, you got to hit a big play through the air. Eventually, the Buffalo Bills need to be the Buffalo Bills again. But right now, they just don't have how to do it right now. They don't know how to get that big play right now. The losing streak is just as ugly as it's been. This losing streak has been ugly, but as ugly as it's been, it might actually save this team. They have been humbled. They have been questioned. Every analyst, every fan, every talking head has ripped them apart. Good. They needed it. Sometimes you got to get punched in the mouth to remember who you are. This team has talent. This team has leadership. And most importantly, they have experience. But right now, they've got no heart. Right now, they have no leadership. And right now, they need to figure out their brand of football. This has to change and change fast. If they want to be playing in January, it needs to change this weekend versus the Buccaneers. Guys, the Bills' offense issues aren't about scheme or personnel. It's about mindset. This team's got arrogant. They lost his edge and started believing it was better than the work it takes to stay great. They needed a reality check, and now it's time to grind, get tough, and get back to being the Buffalo Bills. Get back to being Bills Mafia. But man, our nation, do you guys think the Bills can turn around and make a playoff push? Or is this the beginning of the end for the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl window? Guys, subscribe, hit the like button, and remember, we are live Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time. Join the conversation because this is a live interactive show. But Joe Burrow, and oh, by the way, some Joe Burrows himself. Guys, the Cincinnati Bengals need to protect Joe Burrow from Joe Burrow. It's simple as that. He needs to protect him.